back, everybody, to our Breezy birthday special for Alex, Houle, and JohnMan418. This is the 2022 edition, and we're going to be playing Jeopardy featuring Alex Trebek on the go. We just finished playing Number Munchers, and we finished with 3,770 points in the challenge section. Excuse me. So let's see how we do in Jeopardy. Oh yeah. Novels, of course. And returning. I'm gonna use the interview button as I take on Kurt and Leanne.
Hi everyone and welcome to Jeopardy! Here we go, round one. One daily double will appear on the board in these categories.
We have animals, science, great thinkers, fairies, law, and finally, artists. Okay. I'll leave the categories as they are, and I'll start with animals for 100. Whether St. Patrick was responsible or not, none are naturally found in Ireland. What are snakes?
Right.
Animals for 200. Ben Franklin didn't care for it, calling it a bird of bad moral character. What is the bald eagle?
You are correct.
Animals for 300, please. Fastest land animals. They've been clocked at 70 miles per hour. What are cheetahs?
That's it.
Animals for 400. Endangered ape found only in Borneo and Sumatra. Its name means man of the woods. What is an orangutan?
You are correct.
Animals for 500. And we're up to $1,000 right now, and we're doing good. The hierarchy of chickens. What is the pecking order?
Yes.
And I'm up to $1,500. I'll take artists for 100. He said, the more the marble wastes, the more the statue grows, and proved it with his David. Who is Michelangelo?
You are correct.
I'll take artists for 200, please. His pale face topped with silver hair was almost as familiar as his paintings of soup cans. It was Andy Warhol.
Right.
Artist 300. Born Anna Mary Robertson, she was discovered at age 77 and painted 40 pictures before reaching 100. Who was Grandma Moses?
Right.
Artist 400. Brake said he and his other famed cubist were roped together like mountaineers. Who is Pablo Picasso?
Yes.
Artist for 500. After Spain's King Philip II denied him royal patronage, he worked for the rest of his life for the church. Who is El Greco?
Right.
And we ran through 2 categories with no problems, and we have $3,000 right now as a result. We have 4 categories remaining. Let's take a look at the next one, and that is going to be fairies for 100. Peter Pan's Ding-A-Ling pal. It was Tinkerbell.
You are correct.
I'll take fairies for 200, please. A bicuspid sprite. Who is the tooth fairy? Sorry for the sneezing.
Yes.
I'll take fairies for 300. These could be found in England or in Betty Crocker's kitchen. What are brownies?
You are correct.
Fairies for 400, please. Look at all this money. Shakespeare's Tempest spirit. I'm gonna say who is Ariel.
Yes.
Fairies for 500. So I have $4,000 in cash sitting in front of me right now, and I'm doing really good. In Scotland, they wail and wash the clothes of people who will die soon. What are banshees?
Yes.
$4,500 and 3 categories we've knocked in the head. Let's make it 4. Great thinkers for 100. 19th century German author of Thus Spake Zarathustra. Who is Karl Marx?
No.
Not Karl Marx? Uh-oh. Not Karl Marx.
The correct response is
Nietzsche. Oh well. That's okay. Great thinkers 200. While prisoner of the Germans in World War II, this French existentialist wrote some of his greatest work. Existentialist. Prisoner of the Germans. I'll give this one to Kurt because I have no idea. Peter Finch?
no.
I don't believe so.
The correct response is
Jean-Paul Sartre. All right. Great thinkers 300. Greek philosopher whose works were the basis for most scientific study well into the 17th century. I'm gonna go with whose works were the basis for the scientific study well into the 17th century. Who is Hippocrates?
no.
Dang it. Not doing too well in the great thinkers category.
The correct response is
Aristotle. Well, let's just keep it going. Great thinkers for 400. French soldier and mathematician whose motto was, I think, therefore I am. I should get this one. Who is René Descartes?
right.
There we go. Finally, I got one right in this category. Let's get it out of the way. Let's get it over with. This 17th century Dutch Jew was excommunicated from his synagogue for independent thinking. I'm going to say who is Baruch Spinoza.
Right.
There we go. We got one. Got 2 of them that time. So we're up to $5,000. Let's try law for 100. A second prosecution for the same offense, or the second round of this game. What is double jeopardy?
You are correct.
Law for 200, please. It's measured in degrees, all of which are deadly. What is murder?
That's it.
Law for 300. Daily double.
The answer there is the daily double.
Should do well, relatively well in this category, so I think I'm going to try for a true daily double. Okay, this is for $10,600 or nothing at all. An amendment is to the Constitution as this is to a will. What is a probate?
No.
Not?
The correct response is...
A codicil. Ah! Darn. Well, we can rebound. It's okay. To avoid litigation, this type of insurance or divorce avoids affixing blame. What is no fault?
Right.
Law 500. While a summons asks nicely, this demands your appearance in court. What is a subpoena?
That's it.
So with the exception of the codicil clue, we did pretty well in the law category, and I'm down to $900. That's okay. We're going to rebound. We still have double Jeopardy, but let's play do science for 100. Let's get it out of the way. Most living organisms have millions, but a prisoner has only one. What's a cell?
Right.
200. A 5th century BC Greek philosopher was the first to theorize that all matter is made of these. What are atoms?
Yes.
Science 3. Term for creatures like vultures or hermit crabs who eat carcasses and refuse. What are scavengers?
Yes.
Alright. I just took a wild guess on that one, but I got it right. Next clue. Days and nights are always 12 hours long at this line. What is the international dateline?
No.
Ah. Darn it. Well, let's see if Kurt can get this one right. We are looking for the MIDI.
No.
I don't think so.
The correct response is...
The equator, my other guess. Alright, let's look at that last clue. If you're studying mensuration, you're studying this. If you're studying mensuration, you're studying this. Measurement?
Yes.
Oh, of course. So I'm in the lead with $1,100. Leanne doesn't have any money. Kurt has minus 100, so he'll go first in.
The double Jeopardy round. So here we go.
Get to it.
2 daily doubles to help you in one of these categories.
We have birds of prey, history, baseball, political nicknames, literary classics, and we're going to close out with business. All right. No geography categories, unfortunately, but that's okay. Kurt, you got the first selection. Literary classics for 200. Gloom Dull Klitsch was a friendly 9-year-old who took care of him and robbed Dingnag. Who was Gulliver?
Right.
I'll take literary classics for 400. This English author created Simon Tappertit, John Wemmick, Mr. Turveydrop, and Mr. Tulkinghorn. Yeah, try saying all those names 7 times fast, but I'm going to say who was Charles Dickens.
Yes.
That's correct. Okay, I'll take classic literature or whatever the category is. Yeah, literary classics for 600. Eugene O'Neill play about a black man who's managed to become ruler of a West Indian island. We are looking for the Emperor Jones.
Right.
Uh-oh, daily double.
The answer there is the daily double.
One of the two of the first of the round. You can risk up to $1,000, Kurt. He's going to do 660, okay? Here's the clue. King Priam's daughter, she was blessed with the gift of prophecy, but condemned by Apollo to be disbelieved. Cassandra?
That's it.
I believe he's right. So it goes up to $1,160, and he only trails me by $540. And does he want to close out literary classics, or does he want to go somewhere else? He's going to close it out, okay? Among his characters are Charles Strickland, Philip CAREY, and Sadie Thompson. I've never heard of any of them. Kurt gets this right, and he'll take the lead. William Somerset Maugham.
That's it.
He got it, and he's in the lead for now, but that's okay. We still have 5 other categories remaining, and I can easily rebound. So let's look at the next one right now. We're going to go to Birds of Prey for 200. It's also known as the Chaparral Cock. Beep, beep. Everybody yet? Meep, meep. What is the Roadrunner?
Right.
I'll take Birds of Prey for 400, please. Of a cuvage, a kudu, or a kookaburra, the one that's a bird of prey. What is a kookaburra?
Yes.
I'm in the lead now. Birds of Prey for 600. When being trained for this sport, birds of prey are broken to the hood. What is falconry?
Yes.
I'd like Birds of Prey for 800, please. The vast majority of bald eagles in the U.S. live in this state. What is Alaska?
You are correct.
Birds of Prey 1,000. And we're starting to rebound here in a big way, so this is good. Because of its feeding habits, this brown and white bird is commonly called the fish hawk. What is a tarantula hawk?
No.
No. Crud. It's the moon?
No.
Don't think so.
The correct response is
The osprey. Okay. Let's try another category. Okay. Let's go with baseball for 200. This Brooklyn team's longest losing streak was 16 games in 1944. Who are the Dodgers?
right.
Baseball for 400. The Boston Pilgrims beat the Pittsburgh Pirates to win the first one in 1903. What is the World Series?
You are correct.
I'll take baseball for 600, please. Three balls and 2 strikes are called this. What is a full count?
You are correct.
Baseball for 800. The daily double.
The answer there is the daily double.
I'm not going to go all in on this one because I know very little about baseball. I know a few things. I'll go for 1,600. Here's the clue. The Orioles' Rick Dempsey was this in the 83 World Series. What is most valuable player?
That's it.
He certainly was. So I go up to $5,500. There are no more daily doubles up there. To this NL team, Lou Brock was always out in left field. First time we hear from Leanne all game. Let's see what she says. Who are the Cardinals?
That's it.
She got it. Business 200. The color of ink used for negative entries in an account ledger. What is red?
You are correct.
Business for 400, please. Our political nicknames 200. He's been called the peanut politician. Who is Jimmy Carter?
Yes.
Now I want business for 400. Goods go under the hammer at this kind of event. What is an auction?
Right.
Business for 600. Check cashing term meaning to sign on the back. What is endorse?
That's it.
Business for 800. Hiring more workers than a job needs or furnishing grandma's sleeping quarters. What is feather bedding?
You are correct.
And business for 1,000. Word said to be derived from the practice of trimming coins with a bezel. What is embezzle?
Right.
I'll take history for 2. In 1790, mutineers from this ship settled on Pitcairn Island. What is the Bounty?
Right.
History for 400. The term Cold War was used in the 30s to describe this country's conquering of nations with little fighting. What is Russia?
No, sorry, that is wrong.
Oh, darn.
The correct response is
Germany. Alright. Let's keep going. Forcing a treaty in 1883, this nation gained control of Vietnam for almost 70 years. What is France?
right.
History 800. In 1689, China signed its first treaty with this neighbor defending their border. What is Russia?
You are correct.
History 1000. Now is the time for Russia. In 1867, these two European nations became a dual monarchy under Franz Joseph. What are Austria and Hungary?
That's it.
Okay. So now we're up to $10,900, and we have the political nicknames left. Let's go to the $400 clue at this time. In office from 1955 until his death in 1976, he was called the last of the big city bosses. Who is William Daley? Or who is Daley? Richard Daley. Richard Daley.
Yes.
600. While Ohio's Robert Taft was Mr. Republican, this Texan was Mr. Democrat and Mr. Sam. Who's Sam Rayburn?
That's it.
We'll go political nicknames for 800. 800, please. After introducing the coinage of copper pennies, he became known as Alexander the Coppersmith. Who was Alexander Hamilton?
Yes.
When this Hoosier ran against FDR, he was dubbed the Barefoot Boy from Wall Street. Like fun though. Wendell Willkie, I think so.
Right.
Alright, let's play Final Jeopardy.
Here is today's Final Jeopardy category.
U.S. states. Alright. I will do just $300 only.
Final Jeopardy answer is...
Only state bordering on 4 of the 5 Great Lakes. That's my answer.
What did you put down as your response?
I said, what is Michigan?
Right.
So I'm going to end up with $13,000 this
And
game.
your wager was...
It's not chump change. Let's see if Kurt Leon came up with Michigan.
What did you put down as your response?
Michigan, uh-huh.
Yes.
And how much will Kurt add to his total?
And your wager was...
$860, so you're at $3,020. Now we go to Leanne.
What did you put down as your response?
Richmond, no.
No.
And she will lose
And your wager was...
$410, so she drops down to $590. And I'm going to see you all for that next game coming up right after this commercial break. We'll be right back.